Hi, I'm the Alchemist Astrologer, and this is your 2020 overview for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon. So Aquarius, what is it that you're meant to leave in the past? This would be an attitude or a situation that it's time to let go of. You have the Eight of Wands reversed and High Priestess with Explore. So there's an issue connected to speed or communication or travel. So you may be making a decision about whether you want to contact somebody or whether you want to connect with somebody, whether you want to travel. It could be that events are moving so quickly that you feel overwhelmed. So there could be a decision that you need to make about rushing into something before you're adequately prepared. You're re-evaluating something, a goal, a promise, an objective, a relationship, and your connections to others are undergoing some kind of reconstruction, particularly with women. You may be connecting to an advisor or getting some counsel, but you should be careful of being intolerant to the viewpoints of other people, because there's a challenge here of having some preconceived ideas, perhaps some prejudice or bias toward a situation. And so your communication skills and your ability to adapt to change as it occurs is going to be important. So again, it's important that you leave behind any intolerance, a disconnect between your intellect and your intuition, or not being in touch with your emotions, or over-analyzing to the point of dysfunction. You're exploring something, whether you want to expand in some way, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, or whether there are occasions where you rush into something in your decisions and you end up pushing boundaries in negative ways. You're having to review something that was perhaps an opportunity or perceived to be so. It appeared golden, and yet there may have been strings attached to it, or something that was expected of you, and you have to decide whether that's something that you want to invest in. So you're leaving behind issues connected to travel, communication, and decisions made about some kind of goal or an objective where there could be some preconceived ideas or biases involved. Now, what is it that you need to let go of in the future? This would be a mindset, or perhaps a resentment you're holding, or an ideal, or other situations that you need to let go of to achieve your desired outcome. You have the Sun, Six of Pentacles, and Secrets. So there is a focus on getting what you deserve. Maybe you're getting advice or knowledge or being mentored, or you're offering that to others. You may be looking at the scales of exchange. Are you getting what you deserve? Did you get the promotion? Are you being paid enough? It could be that you need to take care of your health. There could be something that is more serious than you believe. And so there could be a focus on health, but there's some secrets, and a light is being shown on that. There's something that you're not seeing, or something that you're hiding, that needs to come to light. And it may come about through stirring up the past. There could be issues connected to resources, whether you have enough. Whether the exchanges between you and others are equal. If others hold the power and they're giving you pennies, or they're giving you something but they're attaching strings to it, they're lording their power over you, or they're keeping you on your knees in need of help. So there's a focus on making decisions that tie to your health, your vitality, your happiness, your success, your ambition, your destiny, your long-range future. And for some of you, that means, being an authority or dealing with authority figures. So you could be getting some help. Maybe there's some, something connected to secrets that comes up into the light for you, that provides some kind of assistance and redresses an imbalance of, the scales. Now, what do you need to take from the past? This would be a past mindset or a quality that is working for you and that you should continue to leverage into the future. You have the Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Pentacles, playfulness. So perhaps there are some opportunities for you connected to travel, money, or future. Some opportunities that you set into motion through your words and your deeds. And it could feel like this opportunity has simply fallen into your lap. It may have to do with a large sum of money, a job offer. Maybe you're working on your health. Maybe you're enjoying yourself more. Or maybe you're making some changes that put a positive spin on your situation. You improve your health in some way. There's something that allows you greater security, that grounds you more. It could be something that you enjoy, something that brings you happiness. So there's an opportunity based on some karma that you've created for yourself that may have improved a situation and things may have taken a turn for the better. For some of you, maybe this has to do with actual travel. Maybe you're buying a car, or maybe you're wondering how serious you are about making some changes and, creating opportunities. For some of you, this is about your expectation level. Perhaps in the past, you were on the mark about what was expected or what you could expect from others. And so that's important, not expecting too little or demanding too much. So there's some luck running through a situation for you. You have to pay attention. It could seem insignificant, but it could make a tremendous difference for you. So there's an opportunity for gain here and to make some positive changes. Now, what do you need to use in the future? This would be a past or current gift or mindset to play up in the future to help you achieve your desired ends. So you're making some plans, perhaps to share your feelings. Now, you also have passion in reverse. So for some of you, again, there's a focus on your exchanges with others. Things where, decisions that you may have rushed in the past. Maybe you were even, expressing your anger. Now it's time for you to stop and think about carefully making plans, planting the seeds, and sharing your feelings. Perhaps this is about a project, a relationship, your spirituality, your creativity. There's some divine inspiration and there's some opportunities for you to connect with others on a deep level. Perhaps you are working on your education or, again, plans to travel. So you're looking at your commitment level, planting the seeds for security that provide for you emotionally. And you may be sharing in that communion with others. And you're mindful of perhaps misplaced passion. Perhaps, you're distinguishing between what real love is versus passing attractions. Maybe there are plans to focus your education on doing something that brings up your passion. Maybe you're trying to find your bliss. You're trying to find what you're suited for. So there's a focus on getting some advice, getting some mentoring, making some positive changes that would provide you greater opportunities, and not rushing to make those decisions, being logical, not having any preconceived ideas about what that outcome may be. Now, what is your big lesson for 2020? You have the Star card. Now, this is your card, Aquarius. So it's all about you this year. There's some hope, some optimism. Your faith in the future is likely to be rewarded this year. You're in a transitional stage. And it may be you're, coming off the back end of some things that were unsettling, that, tested your faith, tested your mettle. And maybe faith is all you have right now. There's some uncertainty. There's a strong focus on the future, but there's some uncertainty about the path. But you are being protected. You're being divinely guided. And you can feel this yourself. You know there's some big changes coming. You just have to make sure that your faith is well placed, that you see a situation clearly for what it is, rather than investing your energy, time, emotion into things that aren't really going to yield a dividend. They're not going to pay off for you. So again, a focus on a fair exchange. And this could be a year where you're getting more in touch with your emotions. You may feel very vulnerable, very open, very exposed. You may be pouring your heart out or receiving a lot of emotion from others. And that can be a good thing, because there could be some events that happen throughout the year that give you some sense of hope about the future. You feel rejuvenated. You feel refreshed. Again, as long as you're not looking through preconceived ideas, rose-colored glasses, and seeing things for what they are. This is about the future. You could be in focus. You may be getting a lot of attention. Perhaps, you have some star quality. Some of you may be developing some hidden or latent talent. You may be focused on your creativity or technology. For others of you, perhaps you are focused on healing. You're connecting with healing agencies, either to recuperate or as a healer yourself. So there's something about the future that's very important this year, and your lessons are tied to that. Your faith in a situation, not expecting too much, but not expecting too little either of life, yourself, and other people. And what is the question that you should be continuously asking yourself all year with regard to this lesson? Name all the things you love. Are you one of them? So this is about, taking care of yourself, a focus on where there's been some imbalance, either on your part with others or exchanges you have with others. This is about getting what you deserve and making decisions, based on your intuition, going within and getting some wise counsel. If you don't have the answers, you should be seeking out people in the know, people who can shine a light on secrets and things that you need to know. So your mantra for the entire year is, I give myself all the love and attention I need. In support of that also is pay the piper. Because when you don't love yourself, when you make decisions that aren't fair, they aren't based in fairness or equality, you're likely to suffer and you're likely to pay a price. And if you've been shortchanging others or you've been biting the hand that feeds you, you're going to have to pay the piper. Now the advice card is, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So that is a big focus for you, faith. How happy you are is directly tied to your expectations of what the universe will deliver and what you feel you deserve, which is all rooted in how much you're loving yourself, looking out for yourself, and taking care of yourself. Now, you also have water. So this is going to be a very emotional year. You have the star card here, pouring out this emotion, a sharing of emotion with others, feeling compelled to share your feelings. Let's look and see what it says about water. Water symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. Many myths around the world speak of a great flood and the new life that is revealed after a deluge. Water begins without boundaries. Then, as soon as form has separated itself from water, it comes under the laws of time and life, thus acquiring limitations. When water arrives, you're invited to watch your emotions. Know they are going to be changeable, and do not settle on a conclusion at this time. If you feel joy, feel that fully. If you feel sad, allow sadness to move through you. Water invites you to see the ebb and flow of events, and trust you can ride the wave of opportunity when it arises. Natural flow is here. Go with it. So that goes nicely with the theme of your reading. seeking a balance in your exchanges, not rushing to conclusions, focusing on what's hidden beneath the surface. And if necessary, being okay with sharing your feelings, connecting with others on a deeper level, connecting with spirit, making some positive changes so that you are open to opportunity when it arrives. Even some spiritual dilemmas, things that you face, will connect to broadening yourself in some way spiritually. Maybe, you're focused on the material. Maybe you have some expensive purchases before you that connect to travel or the future. Or maybe you're taking a gamble on something. And so this is about being open. As long as it's rooted in your love and attention for yourself, you will be fine. Now, the underlying message is this Seven of Pentacles. So patience. Again, that continuous theme of not rushing into something, waiting for it to grow, putting in the diligent effort to receive the fruit of your efforts, the harvest. And again, you're going to have patience. This is something that's growing. In some cases, it could be some gain without effort, especially if you've taken a gamble with something that actually paid off big time for you. You may be taking a look at your investments. Maybe you invest in the stock market, or maybe you're even growing something. Maybe you're growing something in the earth, but you're waiting for something to arrive. Something that you've invested in. This is going to be a year where you're having to look at the return on situations, the energy, the time, the money, the emotion that you put in. Is it worth it? Should you give up? Are you giving up too soon? It's taking careful notice of what you put in and what you get out. So there's discernment about waiting for something to grow, waiting for something to yield a harvest. Now, in some cases, you may be putting on a game face. You may not adequately deal with your emotions, or you're dealing with people, because this is a card that says you may be hiding your true self. But it's time to seek a deeper truth. It's time to look beneath the surface for the truth. And even if that means connecting with others who can, put a light on something, don't be afraid of your emotions this year. You may find that by opening yourself up and becoming vulnerable in certain situations, you're actually healing yourself because you allow yourself to connect, on a profound level. In other situations, you need to be careful of how you're exposing yourself and whether you're allowing yourself to be taken advantage of, whether your emotions get in the way, whether you rush into something or give up too soon because you have some preconceived ideas about how it should all play out. All right, Aquarius, I hope you have a fantastic year this year. Happy New Year. Good luck in 2020.